This true story about brothers who were trapped in their apartment for 14 years will shock you. This is the Wolfpack brothers. For 14 years, they were trapped in this apartment in New York City, isolated from everyone. No one knew these brothers even existed, not even their neighbors. Out of this window was the only view they ever had of the world. The father trapped his 6 sons and wife for 14 years in their tiny apartment. They were not allowed to step a foot outside and there was no way of escaping. If the father put them in a certain room, they had to stay there or there would be consequences. With no friends and no freedom, the one escape these brothers had were movies. They would watch thousands of movies to see what the world is actually like. They memorized and reenacted all the movies they watched. They said movies pretty much saved their life. But the father had the only key and blocked off all the doors so he would know when they were trying to escape. They always dreamed of being free. So on a Saturday in 2010, one of the older brothers, Mukunda, said it was now or never. He planned an escape for right when his father left for the grocery. He even made his own mask so his father wouldn't see him. But you won't believe what happens when he tries to escape. Come back for part 2. This true story about brothers who were trapped in their apartment for 14 years will shock you. The Wolfgang brothers and their mother were held hostage by their father in this apartment. But in 2010, one of the older brothers, Mukunda, escaped while his father was getting groceries. He wore a mask so his father wouldn't see him. While Mukunda was on his escape, he said he was so nervous he could feel his heart pounding. He said the first step he took outside felt like a movie. He didn't know where he was going, but the only thing he did know is what was his apartment look like. Still with his Halloween mask on, he went to a supermarket and then a bank. Many people who saw Mukunda thought he was up to something, so they called the police. When the police found Mukunda with his mask on, they asked him what he was doing. But he didn't reply to the policeman because his dad taught him never to say anything to strangers. The police took Mukunda to the hospital because they thought he was unbalanced. Mukunda said it was the most fun he ever had and returned home just a week later. When Mukunda came back, the father knew it was over. Police found out the father kept the boys hostage and he was arrested. The boys now were all set free and got to live in the actual world. The Wolfgang brothers now have their own movie about their journey.